Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Today we're going to go over. Oh, by the way, this is easy pictures to draw. What's up? What is up? Oops, one of my things here is cracking. I got to fix that. So today we're going to go over how to draw a caricature of a YouTuber that I watch once in a while. It's Elgintensity. He does like comedy. He does like these comedy commentaries on different guys in the fitness industry. And so, he's a fitness guy. If you don't know who he is, check out his channel. I'll link it below. But we're going to go over a kind of a little bit more of a careful undersketch. This is going to be a little bit less of a caricature of a party sketch. It's going to be like kind of in between. It's going to put a little bit more into it. I'm going to be using this sketch and wash pencil for the undersketch, but it's going to be, like I said, somewhat more of an elaborate undersketch. So let's kind of get into it. They call him the Trap Lord. And so what I'm going to do with this caricature is I'm going to start with a head shape, and I'm planning on making the head shape really exaggerated. I'm going to have a photo of him somewhere around here so you see who that is. He's got rounder face. First thing I'm thinking about is rounder face. He's got kind of pretty big chin, like a big round chin. Like I said, this is under sketch though. I'm going to just draw the shapes I'm seeing real quick. Pretty round head. He's kind of got similar hair to what I do if I grow my hair out. Kind of curlyish, poofy hair. They say somewhat, it's kind of going back on his forehead a little bit, but nothing crazy. Ear, pretty much a normal ear. For the head shape, I call him the Trap Lord. So I'm gonna give him a really kind of ridiculously, exaggerated neck. Let's see this, maybe even higher up. Really, just make it ridiculous. His neck. It's got the trapezius muscles coming out, and then that kind of tapers into the shoulder. Let me see. I want to say about here. Adam's apple. Pulls down. Top of the clavicle, if you can see this. Yeah. Sorry about that, I was cutting off the top of the head there. So like I said, over here with the hair, he's got similar hair to what I do. Well, I have kind of like curly-ish, but kind of wavy-ish. And then makes this expression sometimes slightly, I would say the dot kind of eyes. I think that'd be good for a cartoon. Very similar, like a Milhouse-esque. It's like Milhouse has like dots for eyes within the glasses. I'm gonna try to copy the rims in some way, but like again, this is just the positioning. This is all for proportion, by the way, in case you're new to the channel. This is the undersketch before I throw in and actually do the drawing itself. Pretty small nose. The space between his nose to his lips is pretty big. So he's got kind of big, poofy, kind of poofy-ish lips. So this would be my undersketch so far. This would be my undersketch pretty much. I'm going to grab this sheet of paper, right? See, this is, like I said, that didn't take too long. It's a little bit more complicated than the other undersketches. Put a piece of paper over it. And so now I can kind of see it, right? I can see a vague image underneath. So, first thing is I'm going to go into the nose. I'm going to be using this Artist Loft 5. I'm trying to put those folds inside the face, which is the laugh lines, but not too crazy because it tends to age people. And he looks about probably in his 30s or late 20s, so I don't want to, make that too crazy. I'm doing the rim of the glasses, and the thing with the rim of the glasses is I want to do them kind of quickly. I want to pull the line pretty quickly because I'll really need that to be clean. If it's a cleaner line, it looks more professional. See, I fudged a little bit there, like a speck. Let me see. Into the glasses there. That the rim where it goes, where it pulls back. So the inner part where the lens is rounder. Pulled in too soon, so. Pull that there. I'm going to take care of the eyes. I'm drawing in half the pupil to make him kind of look that deadpan look. Going here to the other side, same thing. Maybe checking out maybe the sides of the pupils, the sides of the eyelid. Pulling that in, but not all the way. I'm gonna grab right now kind of a thicker. Let me see, where is this? I need a thicker pen. Not that. That's too thin. Nope. Actually, I'm using the thickest one, so I'm gonna stick with this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take care of the side of his face here. And I want that line right there, I want that to be different. I want it to be thicker. So I'm going to go over it and create a thin to thickness on it. The thickest will be at the thickest part of the curve, at the center of the curve. And then I want it to shrink down at the end. Kind of like when you use a marker. Chin over here. going to get that line first. And then I'm going to play with the thickness of the line right here. And what I'm doing is I'm throwing in that and then I'm filling that in to make it look like one entire thick line. You could choose to do it with a brush or a marker if you want to. I'm just kind of using this for control's sake. I'm going to go down the neck and do that stuff because I feel that's some of the easiest one. That one I will grab a brush pen for with a micron. Grab that. The other side of his neck. Outside of his neck as well. Going over here. Pulling the size of his hair, going to be obviously touching his ear, so I'm going to make his ear look pretty tiny in comparison, just because you want the traps to look bigger. Inside of the ear. Again, keep that thick to thin kind of look there. Inner portion. Pulling his forehead here. I'm going to pull that from that side. I'm going to make this outside line a little thicker. And it's going to run into where the hair kind of attaches to the head there. It's pretty straight across for the most part. Adding the outside of the hair here. And I'm going to shrink his head a little bit, again, to kind of, for the contrast of making its neck look bigger. Then I'm going to, like I said, pull that trap out. Pulling that again to give that thicker line. Pull a little thickness right there because I'm going to pull the sternocleidomastoid. And pull it a couple of times. Pit of the neck. Same thing over here. And pivot the neck over this side. On that side as well. What I'm going to do is I might throw an extra shadow pattern under here to kind of tie it together. Now I'm going to go back to his lips, and I'm going to do that with the other one, the Artist Loft. This was the Pigma brush, by the way. I'm going to find where his lips part. His lips are essentially a line, thin line. I see a little bit of thickness in the lower lip coming out. I would say I would thicken I might thicken that line, just the front of it. And we're gonna give him some semblance of a. I was gonna give him a tank top. Yeah, let me give him a tank top. That'll kind of make sense. And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this one again and start throwing in these kind of designer lines. Like right here, you want this to kind of finish attractively. So you start pulling lines, just flicking them, like in the direction that they're going in, you know, thinking of the form the way it is. And don't overdo it, you know, just do it a little bit. When you overdo it, it just becomes over-designed. They're meant to kind of guide your eye. Like, where do you want the energy, you know, going? Especially with these kind of animation type, you know, more animated, like I said, more cartoons kind of thing, cartoonier. Like I said, those guys, they're essentially just energy lines. If you do them right, it looks like it's really gonna, you know, move. It creates this motion. They do it a lot in comics. I'm gonna throw one here as well. He's got kind of a unshaved look. I would say be careful with this. Don't do them too randomly. It might look like he's got the measles or something. Bunch them up around the edges. And realize that didn't draw the glasses going back to the ear. But I'm probably gonna do what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna I'm gonna color those in. Oh, I'm missing his eyebrows though. I'll do that. Following the direction of his eyebrows. Try to make them, match up. Putting in here for the, kind of the edge of where the eye meets the, I think for where the nose attached to the face. Putting in some of those energy lines up here as well. Small detail lines like edge of his hair. If you want, you could literally, like I said, just kind of put a line through it for the glass. Oops, that line went too long. And just going to thicken up the edge of the rim of the glasses a little bit here. I'm going to have it tuck under his hair. I don't know why I'm doing that. Should have had to go back, but his hair's in the way, and I don't know if I really want. Let me see, can I cheat that? That's a mistake. How do we correct? Alright, we're going to correct the mistake here. Let's try it out. And let's try that out there. Doesn't make sense for that to be dark and his glasses not dark. I am debating on whether, you know what, I'm going to probably make his glasses dark as well. And I'm going to do that all except for... Sorry, the camera wigged out on me. So let's go back to filling in his glasses there. I'm going to probably use this brush tool. I've only used two the entire time, the pens. It's this Pigment brush and then the other one, the Artist Loft. Both pretty good. Especially like this brush pen. I'm actually learning something while I'm doing this. I actually really, really like using this. I'm trying to leave information so that it's understandable. You know what I mean? If it's entirely black, it's not gonna... I mean, it'll look alright, but it'll kind of flatten it out. So I'm leaving the edges over there. Making that edge a little bit thicker to match with the rest of the image. His traps, the edges of his traps are so big here, for the lines. I think that's about enough with the kind of glasses. Maybe put a little bit more curve in the upper lip. Anyways, the rest just kind of like, noodling and stuff like that. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you watching this video. This was kind of a different style of caricature. It's a little bit of a longer pose. It's more like on the way to kind of an illustration, full-blown illustration, but it's still kind of like an actual, like a hybrid between illustration and just kind of like street caricatures and things like that. So thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the link below for this guy's channel. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you have to kind of know what channels he's making fun of, though, to be honest, to like it. But I love it. So, oh yeah, guys, also I have a Patreon. Check that out as well. I'm going to link that at the very end. It's kind of like an online tip jar. You know what I mean? If you do like videos that I make, please let me know by, tipping. And, I love it. And I don't really know what to say about that. I do appreciate all the views, guys. All right, I'll see you later, and I'll talk to you soon.